Why does your dog pick you over everyone else? Spoiler, it's not just the treats, and it might not be for the reason you want to hear. Some of us like to think our dogs adore us for our personality or kindness. But what if they're just as strategic as us humans? Yep, you read that right. Dogs manipulate their relationships, and it's not always about love. Let's start with the basics. Dogs are pack animals, and their survival instinct runs deep. According to a study published in Frontiers in Psychology, dogs are hardwired to bond with those who offer safety, resources, and consistency. So, if you're the one doling out food and belly rubs, you're not just their favorite, you're their meal ticket. Loyalty? Maybe. Or maybe it's just the canine version of networking. Now, about that smell, sure, your dog loves your scent. It triggers their comfort response, but have you ever noticed how they'll bury their nose in your shoes or roll on your clothes? Researchers at Emory University found that the scent of a dog's human activates the reward center of their brain. Sounds sweet, right? But here's the kicker. Dogs also use scent to mark territory. Those cuddles could be love or their way of saying, back off, people. This human is mine. And then there's the emotional connection. Dogs are masters of reading energy. A study from Biology Letters showed that dogs can accurately interpret human emotions from facial expressions and tone of voice. They can sense your happiness, sadness, or frustration. But don't think for a second they're not using that to their advantage. Ever notice how your dog gives you those puppy dog eyes right when they've done something wrong? Yeah, they're not sorry. They're negotiating. Routine is another huge factor. Dogs thrive on consistency. But here's where it gets interesting. They don't just follow your routine, they memorize it. That's why your dog knows when it's walk time before you even grab the leash, or senses when you're about to leave for work. It's not magic, it's survival instinct. They want predictability because it makes their world safer. But let's not ignore the fact that it also puts them in control. You're not training them. They're training you to stick to the schedule. Let me tell you about the time my dog, Luna, really showed her true colors. I got the flu and was basically couchbound for a week. Luna, who normally acts like she's hopped up on 5 espressos, suddenly became my full-time nurse. She stayed by my side all week, nuzzling me and giving me those "you'll be okay" vibes. At first, I thought, wow, she really loves me. But then I noticed every time I shifted or grabbed a tissue, she perked up like I might have a snack in hand. Turns out, she wasn't just being sweet. She was strategically monitoring her best chance for survival. And here's something you might not want to hear. Dogs aren't always loyal to just one person. If someone else swoops in with better treats, more playtime, or a more soothing energy, your dog might start eyeing them as a backup. It's not betrayal, it's biology. A study from Scientific Reports found that dogs will gravitate toward the person offering the most resources or positive reinforcement. In other words, your dog might be loyal, but only until someone else shows up with bacon. So, what's the verdict? Is your dog's devotion real love or clever strategy? Honestly, it's probably both, but either way, it works for them and for us. After all, who's really in charge here? Now check out the next video to learn more sneaky things your dog does.